So I was going to see this movie with my brother Kyle, but our work schedules never seemed to line up correctly for us to see it together. When I had the opportunity to see the film the other day alone, I decided to shoot him a message to make sure he wouldn't mind me seeing it without him. Hey Kyle, how mad would you be if maybe I
go and see Ninja Turtles by myself today?
I like turtles.
That's not an answer.
I like turtles.
This f***ing guy. Hey, what's going on guys? It's your BFF Snowy Oreo 663 here, right now. And I got to finally see Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem. I'm a bit late on this one, but I was on vacation for the last week and a half, and then I proceeded to get sick not long after. If my voice is a little messy in this video, that's why. Anyway, as a fan of the various versions of TMNT, what did I think of this new adaptation? Well, I thought it was good. I didn't think it was particularly outstanding, aside from the animation. This film's animation is clearly inspired by Spider-Verse, much like Puss in Boots and Mitchell's before it. However, this movie looks a lot more scratchy than those, and a lot of characters and environments move almost like they are in stop motion. This movie somehow manages to appear as if it combined three styles of animation together, with the movement and the hand-drawn accents of the CG characters and environments. It looks amazing here, and I think that the scratchiness and stiff movements work in this grimy NYC sort of film. The character design on the humans was a bit odd, and I feel like most of them would be right at home in a movie like Paranorman. Is that just me? Anyway, what I admired about this film is how much the main four felt like real teenagers. That aspect is often lost in some adaptations, cough, cough, Michael Bay. But here, it's not only obvious in the actions of the characters, but also the voice performances. I always love it when actual teenagers and children are hired to play characters that age, instead of hiring late 20s age celebrities to voice them. The only issue with this acting like real teenagers thing was the over-the-top pop culture references. They do reference some product brands and stuff too, but unlike a film like Haunted Mansion, I think it works for the film. Teenagers in real life quote film and TV, reference singers they like, and make jokes about popular brands. To be honest, I didn't mind this for most of the film. What made it a problem is the overabundance of them.
Go-Gurt. Okay, Batman.
Dude, what? I'm just trying to hype you guys up.
When the characters screech the movie to a full halt just to discuss the similarity of their situation to Bruce Banner in the Marvel films? Like, really? Or when the thugs they come across call them tiny Shreks?
They look more like little Shreks to me.
It just felt over the top. I don't care that they reference Batman or Chris Pine, or even the fact that apparently all of them have iPhones to airdrop contact information. It's just the fact that there are so many of these. I won't go into spoilers yet, but the fact that an Attack on Titan reference helps the turtles in the climax. Yes, a reference to the anime Attack on Titan helps the characters in a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie. And don't get me started on the stupid He-Man version being played during a car chase. Yes, that actually happens. What world are we living in? I'm gonna stop that there. It took me out of the experience quite a few times, but there were more positives overall. For instance, I really liked April O'Neil in this movie. I liked the more shy and quiet version of this character, and I enjoyed her new sense of style and goals. Her bond with the turtles was quite believable and sweet. However, please, stop trying to hint that she will get together romantically with any one of them. They are still turtles. Stop. I really admired this film's energy. It always felt thrilling and comedic, even during more intense scenes. If a joke didn't land, there was always another one coming right up that would stick the landing. The other mutant characters were so funny in every scene. I loved them so much. To be completely honest, the place where I felt the comedy was lacking the most was with Mikey, which is crazy to think about. His whole thing is that he's the funny one. I'm not a TMNT lore enthusiast, but I'm pretty sure he's the youngest, and his whole thing is that he's like the annoying little brother who cracks jokes and everyone dumps on. In this movie, he acts more like the confident class clown. I think the overconfidence coupled with his jokes just being kind of lame made him the least interesting of the four, which is also crazy to think about since Mikey has always been my favorite character. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I think the Michael Bay version did Mikey more justice than this one, so take that with what you will. The other three were great, and I think that Donnie's updated characteristics made up for Mikey's messy ones. The next thing I want to talk about will involve spoilers, so if you want to avoid them, skip to this time. 3, 2, 1. Cowabunga. Side note, how sad is it that they only said Cowabunga one time, and it was in a slow motion scene and cut off. Boo, do better. Anyway, back to the point. I did feel pretty let down by the way much of the conflicts were resolved. That weird lady with the creepy accent plotline sort of went nowhere, and I get it was to set up a sequel, but it still lacks a real point. I also think that how the other mutants joined the turtle side was pretty dumb. These creatures grew up with Superfly, and they've already been confirmed to see him kill people, maybe even partaking themselves, but they're okay with turning on him in an instant because they can hang out in the sewers with the turtles, and that the whole of New York would be instantly okay with helping the mutants because a teenager spoke to them on the news for like 2 minutes. All of these plot beats were properly set up, but the payoff just felt like they were taken from episodes of Barney the Dinosaur. Overall, this film was pretty good. Some small elements and parts of the ending bring it down from being a masterpiece or anything, but I don't feel cheated out of my money. It was worth my time, and I do hope we get a sequel to this one. Just pay your writers and actors first, and all your cast and crew for that matter. I'm giving this one 7 Funtime Box Feets out of 10. Thanks so much for watching my video. Make sure to like, subscribe, and leave a fun comment. I try to respond to as many as I can. With all that said and done, I'll see you in the next one, and remember...
This is where I watched my parents die, Raphael.
Cowabunga.
Bye!